Hi guys, how are you all doing? I want to welcome you all to another video. For those who are tuning in for the first time, I'm Francis. In this video, as usual, I'm going to be talking about my trading journey this week and how it went. For those who watched last week's video, you see that I was this close to losing my account, but this week I've been able to pull it back and I'm just a little below 3% in drawdown. I think 2.8 something in drawdown right now. So I would like to apologize for this video because it's going to be long. It was quite an eventful week. I took a good amount of trades, and as usual, I won some, I lost some. There were some, for some reason, I closed it with little profit, and some others I missed. So I'm going to be highlighting all of them, the ones that I missed in particular, because at least the ones that I took, they're already in the video. So in the conclusion, I'm going to be highlighting the ones that I missed that would have given me good money this week. Please, if you are not subscribed to this channel already, please do so right now. For those who have been watching this channel for the last 2 or 3 weeks and you are yet to subscribe, I'm looking at you, I'm watching you. Please just hit the subscribe button now while the intro and disclaimer plays. So today on gold, from the 1 hour time frame, you can see that we have this ascending channel that has been intact since August this year. And then we had several touches, one touch down here, several touches over here, we had another touch here, we had one eye, we had another eye here, then we had something very close here, and we had the break around this point on Wednesday or Thursday, 6th of this month. Then by the time we drop to the 15 minutes time frame, you would see that after the break of the structure here, the price then pulled back to retest previous area of support as resistance. That's the broken channel support. The price pulled back to test it as resistance, and you can see that it held, and that was part of the reasons why I decided to pick an entry around this zone on Friday, which failed because the test had already happened, but it came back for a deeper retracement. So right now we have the price lower than this previous area of support right here. So what I'll be expecting from gold will be for the price to make a pullback to previous area of support around here, make a pullback to this area to retest previous area of support as resistance. Then if that will happen, then it's around this zone I'm going to be looking for a reason to go short from here down to either this low or lower, but I'll be targeting a 2-to-1 move on gold. So that's what I see on gold. So for AUD, I have this channel also that has been in place since somewhere around here. This was September 2024, 1st of October. Around that time, we had the first low, we had one high, we had another low, we had higher high, and then we had higher low around there. But now the price has broken that channel support right here, and now retesting the area as resistance to drop to 15 minutes. So over here, it looks like we had the first break of this channel support back up into this area right here. So now you can see the price retesting this area right here where we had support. Price just tapped into the area, made the first move down, and before we continue, I'll just zoom into recent price action. So after tapping into this area, you can see how the price pulled down, move back up, and now it's around this zone right here. So around there, I think it's too low anyways. I'll still be expecting the price to come back into this area. Then around there is where I'm going to be looking for a reason to go short. If it pulls into this area, gives me a reason to go short, then I'll go short for a 2-to-1, aiming at somewhere in between here or this low right here. So in this post analysis, what I'll just be doing will be talking about the trade I took today and showing you the reason why I took the trade. So I took 2 trades today, and one of the trades was AUD. And if you already watched the pre-analysis, you would have seen the reason why I was interested in going short on AUD. So I got my entry somewhere around this area here. I decided to put my stop loss above this pin bar right here. So the moment I got that pin bar, that was enough reason for me to enter, but I wanted confirmation. So I waited for a confirmation, which I got somewhere around this point. I took my trade, put my stop loss around there, and targeted 2-to-1, and see how that one played out. Played out with a good 2-to-1 trade, which I won after a couple of hours. So the second trade I took was gold. So guys, for this gold, I'll need you guys' opinion. I'll just explain why I need your opinion, because gold is an asset that I'm seriously considering removing from my watch list. And the reason why is because the stop hunt on gold is always too much and it's outrageous. Now, if we should shift back a little bit, you will see that gold has always had a lot of stop hunts. So if I should start from here, let me just start from here. You can see what happened there. Even from this point here, I took my entry here. You can see how I got stopped out of the market before the price made the move in my direction. At this point, you can see the same thing happened again. I picked that entry here, I got stopped out, and then the price moved ultimately in my direction. Then moving forward, you see the same thing happened there again. Stopped me out, took a little while, but ultimately still moved in my direction. Over here, this was one of the few that went my direction. Then this other one came close to stopping me out. You can see it came very close to stopping me out just before it rejected and moved down, and then I closed it with break even. And fast forward to Thursday, I think this was last week. Okay, this one I got the direction totally wrong here, so that one is okay. Then look at here on Friday, it just stopped me out and started moving my direction. Then midnight, that was midnight on Sunday, it made all this move. That's early morning Monday during the Asian session, it made all this move. Then even today, look at again, it came very close to stopping me out. I took a screenshot of how close the price came to my stop loss on my MT5. I'm going to put it somewhere around now, so I'll put the screenshot now. So you can see how close the price came to stopping me out, and then before it now reversed and moved my direction and ultimately kissed my take profit. Although this one was a trade that if I had left my TP open, I could have taken up to 1 to 4, but it's still okay closing 2 to 1 as long as I close with profit. So with this type of record of stop hunt on gold, it's just like my entry system is not working properly with gold. So I'm really considering technical. So guys, please, I need your opinion. Whatever you think I should do with gold, please leave it in the comment section. I'd like to have a second opinion on what you think I should do with gold. So these are the two trades I took. Like you already know, we're on a downtrend. I was looking for continuation of the downtrend, and I expected that the price will come into this psychological level around there, but the price failed to come into the area. However, I broke below this consolidation here, and that was the reason why I picked the trade on it. And I just decided to put my stop loss above these highs. You can see if I had left my stop loss exactly at that high, the price would have kicked me out. But I just went a little bit above this previous candle right here, and that was the saving grace. I didn't know this one would have kicked me out and moved my direction. It would have been very painful, but I won this one. Tomorrow is another day. In the meantime, please don't forget to leave your opinion on what you think about gold. So tomorrow is another day. We are going to be trading tomorrow, and we see how it goes. So until then, have yourself a lovely day. So for pound AUD, I'm looking at possibility for a move lower. And if you come here, you see that we had this channel, and we had the break of the channel around this point here. And we have the price retesting the channel previous support as resistance around this point. And the price already made a rejection, and I think it's still rejecting. It also has extra confluence. I'll use this. We have an horizontal level of structure right there. Let me make it bolder. So you can see that this area has acted as structure multiple times. We had resistance here, we had resistance here, we have support here, we have support here. The price came back to the area, and it's now holding as resistance once again. So there's a very strong possibility for the price to drop from this area on pound AUD. So we'll drop to our 15 minutes time frame. So now it's at a very good point. I'm going to be looking for a reason to go into the market very soon on this one. I'm interested in this trade, so I'll just keep my eyes on this one. Alright guys, so today the only pair I had an opportunity to trade today was pound AUD. So like I already said in the analysis I did before now, I expected that as the price came off from this area, I'll get a reason to take a trade, and the reason came just around there. I think just not long after I was done with the analysis, I got a reason to take the trade from around this point right here. And I took that trade from there, but the market moved down, and when the market closed below this low, I was very excited, because whenever there's a close below support like that, what is most likely expected is continuation lower. But the price then made a move back up into this resistance, that's into the psychological level up here, and I secured my stop loss above this previous high right here. So the price came into this drawdown area and stayed there for multiple hours. I stayed on this trade for 8 good hours. So after a long period of time wasting in drawdown around there, the price finally started pulling down. So after this first candle closed, I think this was 215 to 230's candle. That's this particular bullish pin bar right here. And after that candle closed, I was contemplating closing the trade, but I decided to still stay. Then by the time the 230 to 245 candle had closed, the next one, I wanted to still close the trade again because this looked like buying pressure, and being that this support was still intact, I really wanted to exit. But on the second thought, I decided to stay till the close of that particular hour, which closed around 3 o'clock. So before 3 o'clock, the price started pulling back into these highs, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going back into drawdown, because after spending 8 hours and coming out of drawdown, it doesn't make sense to lose the trade. And I just decided, now I'm closing it. I closed the trade at this particular candle, and you can see what happened at the next candle. The price broke this low. The moment I saw this break here, I just knew that this one has gone. It's gone and I've missed it. I'm not going to be able to take it. So I just left it and it made all this move. And ultimately, you can see that it has come very close to my objective. My objective is just down here. And in fact, you can technically see it has hit the objective. Because if I'm to move this, let's see. Okay, missed it by just few points. So that's how close the price came, and it might still even hit the objective before the close of today. But I had closed it already. I wasn't ready for the psychological trauma that comes with staying in position for that long. Also, when the price was up here, I was contemplating adding another sell position there, having my stop loss at the same level. And if I had done that, probably I'd have taken my entry from around there. I've had my stop loss here, and 2 to 1 would have just been somewhere around there. So what that simply means is that the moment this thing came out of drawdown, this particular one, I'd have hit 2 to 1 here, I'd have just closed everything. But on a second thought, I just reasoned that I'm trying to salvage this account from total loss. Yesterday, I was able to recover 2% yesterday. So I didn't want to take any more unnecessary risk on the account. That's why I just left it. And I closed today with break even. That's the way today went, basically. So that's all. See you in tomorrow's analysis. Have a lovely day. Hi guys, welcome to Wednesday's analysis. So this is pound USD. So on pound USD, first of all, what we can see is that the price is on a downtrend. Let's climb to the 4 hours time frame. So on 4 hours time frame, what we can see is that the price is on a downtrend over here. But another thing we can see is that the price has recently tapped into this channel support right here, which means there's a possibility for the price to start making a new wave higher. So let's go to the 15 minutes time frame. But mind you, this price is still on a downtrend. Like you can see, it's just following a downtrend pattern here. So down to the 15 minutes time frame. First of all, if we zoom it out, I think that's very important to point out. If we zoom it out, you can see this trend that brought the price down. You can see how the price has come down with that trend. So right now we have the price at this psychological level. Then I added this trend line from this high. We have one lower high here. So if we are tracking the trend, how we track the trend is like this. We have one high, we have one lower low, then we have one lower high, then we have a lower low. And all this area right now is the lower high, right? So it's still on the downtrend on the 15 minutes. I want to look for how to continue this trend. So what I'm expecting before I take a trade will be for the price to pull back into the psychological level. So all this that is happening here, I don't want to take a trade. I feel it might be a trap. At the end of the day, it might move from there, but I feel it might be a trap. So what I want to see is for it to pull back into this area. And once it pulls back into this area, then that's why I'll be looking for entry. So that I can have a very tight stop loss above this area to take a trade, maybe down back into these lows or a little bit lower than that. So for gold, from the 4 hours time frame, first of all, we had this uptrend. And currently what you can see is that the price had a very, very strong impulsive move to the downside. You can see how the price from this area made a push down, retracement, push down, retracement, push down, and has broken this channel. Now, in contrast, to show you how important this channel has been, the channel has been in place since February of this year. So that's how long this channel has been in place. So this is a very important channel, and the price has just recently broken that channel support, which means there is very good opportunity for continuation downwards. Within today and maybe tomorrow, there is a very strong possibility that the price will keep moving down. So down to the 15 minutes time frame, this is the trend line that I said, the channel that I said was broken on the 4 hours time frame, and now you can see how the price has retested that area around here. So continuation lower is something that is expected right now. But like you already know my history with gold is always very difficult to trade for me, because most of the times I always get stopped out before the move happens. So I have to be very careful trading gold. So just like pound USD, I will want to see gold make a move back into this high. Everything that is happening here might just end up being a trap. So I would like to see the price make a move back into this psychological level. Then from there is where I'll start looking for a reason to enter, so I can take my stop loss above everything here. And if it ends up failing, I will know that the direction is changing back upwards. So I don't want to put my stop loss above here. If not, I would have already taken a trade by now. My stop loss will be above here. But because I know how crazy the market can be, I'm not going to take that trade now. It might end up moving without me, but that's a price I'm willing to pay. So I want it to first move back into the psychological level, and from there, that's where I'll be looking for an entry with my stop loss going above everything at this high here. So that's all for gold. Alright guys, so today I was able to take a trade on gold. I took it around 9 a.m. in my local time, and immediately after taking it, the trade just went straight into drawdown. Played there for a bit, but I closed the trade just before the CPI event that was supposed to happen by 2:30 in my local time. I closed it just around there with $25. Then you see what happened again after CPI. See, the price would have just taken me out, and the same thing moved my direction. So my analysis on gold most times is correct. The problem now is entry. So I think what I have to do now is fine-tune my entry for gold. My analysis is always correct. As in, if I should go back, you see that 80 out of 100 times my analysis is correct. The problem is entry and stop loss placement. I think I have to work on that. You can see around there, the same thing happened. This was one of the scenarios where my entry was wrong. If we should scroll back, see it close to stop loss before moving. Look at this one, stopped me out and moved. So my analysis is always correct, but my entry is the problem. So I think this one just played out according to what I was expecting, only it made a deeper retracement down into this highs, even higher than this area right here. So it's all fine. I took I think a $20 or $25 loss on gold today, and I was able to take on that trade on pound USD. So like I already analyzed the market, the price was already trading around this resistance, and since the price was around that resistance, what I was looking for was a reason to sell the market. So throughout the London session, or majority of the London session, I didn't get an entry throughout all this zone. I didn't get an entry, so just consolidating throughout this area. And the moment CPI came, this is thin and closed this candle like this. That's when I knew I had to capitalize on it and go on a short trade. So I was just waiting for a pullback. Once the price came back to this area, that was where I took my sell trade, and I sold it all the way down to this area, taking out I didn't close 2-1 anyways, but this trade gave me complete 2-1. So I'll just load my results. So this is my results on my funded account. I made $61 to this, 1.57. You can see the trades I took: gold and pound USD. Lost gold $25, 1 pound USD $89. So it was a good day today. We see how tomorrow and next tomorrow fares. Hello guys, so today I still have a couple of pairs I'm going to be looking at, and one of them is still one of my favorite pairs, gold. You know my history with gold. So from the daily time frame now, you can see this move, and I see a possibility of the price making a move probably into this previous highs right here. I see the price coming into that area, so that's one of the reasons why I've decided to go for a sell trade on gold. Then coming to the 4 hours time frame, see the trend. You see, just like I talked about yesterday, there was a retest of this area. After that, a pull downward, and I think that pull down is not over. I think it's aiming for this area, which I pointed out on the daily time frame. With that said, we jump to the 15 minutes time frame. Now on the 15 minutes time frame, now there's this trend. This I don't know how I will explain the trend. Impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse correction, and I think it will just follow that type of pattern. I don't think it's going to be the regular type of correction and impulse. I think it will just follow this pattern down. So that's the reason why I decided to go on a short trade on gold. So this is my account here. I'm running $13 in profit now. So as usual, I'm risking just about $50 on the trade. So we'll see how this one will play out. Then another asset I'm interested in is NAS 100. So from over here on the 4 hours chart, you can see that the price is at an historical level of resistance around here. Also, there's this channel that I drew, which the price is also at that resistance. So there's a lot of resistance right here where the price is at. So I believe strongly that very soon it's going to make a very aggressive drop. So that's what I think on NAS 100. If I should go to the daily time frame to start the analysis so that I can see everything, you see that we had one low here, we had one high, we had higher low, and now we had higher high, and now we have the price again at that same area, rejecting that area. Zooming in, you see it clearly. You can see the price, you can see all the rejections that is happening here. So I think this thing is going to make an aggressive drop. I don't know if it's going to be today or tomorrow, but I know for a fact that at this point, it's like an 80 to 90% chance that it's going to make an aggressive drop to the downside. So down to the 4 hours time frame, you can see that there's just all this consolidation here. So as it stands right now, I don't know what I'm going to be doing yet. I'm not yet sure. But what I know is that once I get a close below these lows, let's put an horizontal array. So what I know is that once I get a close below this horizontal array, I'm looking for a reason to sell it. Because if you look, this is just a huge box that the price has been trading within ever since it came to this area last week during the United States election. I've just been playing around there. So this is just a huge box, and I'm looking for a reason to sell it once the price breaks out of this box. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for on the market for today. Alright guys, so today I took a couple of trades, and this is just to show you the trades that I took and how they played out. So today was another interesting day in the market. So the first trade I took was my favorite pair. I took a trade on gold. First of all, the reason why I took it was because of I had a downtrend. Then I had this consolidation pattern around here. So we had the break of the pattern, and then the market was retesting it. You can see the first rejection, see the second rejection. The moment I saw those two rejections, I knew that okay, I need to pick a trade from this area. So I picked my trade from this area and consolidated for about an hour or so before ultimately moving and giving me my profit. I took 2 positions on this one. So I didn't close at 2 to 1, but I still got the profit of 2 to 1 out of it because I took 2 positions on it. After tightening my stop loss, I added on that position and I was able to still take the profit of 2 to 1, even though I didn't close with 2 to 1. So that was what I took on gold, and I think the reason why it's bounced up here is because there's already a confluence of support around there. From this area now, if we zoom it out, you can see that it's somewhat close to this previous area of resistance around here that I said that felt the price was targeting, but the price didn't get there before bouncing up. So I think that area was part of the reason why gold bounced from that place early. So that was that on gold. It was a winning trade and it was nice. The second one I took was Euro USD. So I didn't do an analysis on Euro USD. It was Pound USD I did an analysis on this morning because that pair looked like it had a better opportunity than Euro USD at the time. But when the entry was coming, Euro USD happened to be at a better level for me than Pound USD. Even though Pound USD would have completed my move, this one did not complete it. I closed this one at break even, as you can see. So you can see the progressive downtrend. So around this area here, I got a reason to go short on gold. I took the trade, but once it got to this psychological level, it bounced from that area. And let's see if there's any reason for that. Alright, so you can see that the price is already at very important level of structure. This should be a daily or a weekly support right here, and when it gets to areas like that, price tends to react, and I think that's what's happening in the market right now, reaction to this area. So probably that's the reason why I wasn't able to get what I expected I was going to get from the market, but it's also fine. At least I didn't lose the trade. I closed it with break even. So later on, I still took another trade on NAS 100, and this trade I took on NAS 100, first of all, the reason why I took it was, like I said in the analysis, this resistance looked very strong and it has been on an upward trend since. So normal, the market moves in waves up, down, and after this impulse, it's normal to expect a retracement. That's why I was looking for a selling opportunity on it. So on the 15 minutes time frame, I know in that video I said I'll enter only after the break of this blue line around here, but once it got to New York session, so that the price was trading around this psychological level right here, and if you know me, psychological levels are very important to me. So I took a trade from around this zone right here, and I put my stop loss way high here. Normally I don't put my stop loss there, maybe my stop loss would have been here normally, but I decided to put my stop loss way at that high, just because NAS 100 can be very crazy. You won't be surprised. You can see what it did here. There was no economic event that did this kind of candle, you understand? So it can be very radical. Look at here, see this kind of candles right here. There was no economic event, but it just decided to behave like that. So because of that, that's the reason why I put my stop loss this. If not, I'd have put it somewhere and I'd have taken 2 to 1, but I closed this one with just a little profit. It wasn't really much like that. Assuming my stop loss was around here, I would have taken this one, but it just pulled down. My TP was down at this low here, and that was quite far. So I'll just show you my account. So this is my result for today. You can see that took 2 positions on gold. Both of them cumulatively gave me $90. Then I took 1 position on NAS 100, which gave me $22. Then EURUSD, which I closed at break even with $3.4. I made a total of $117. Then my commission was -17, which left me with a balance of $115 for today. So that was a very good trading day today. So we'll go again tomorrow, and tomorrow is going to be good. So until then, we see you in the next video, and enjoy yourself. Hi guys, how are you all doing today? So today I took 2 trades, one on gold and the other one on pound USD. So I'm going to explain the reason why I took the trade. So I was looking for long opportunities because the price had made all this push lower, and also from the larger time frame, we see that the price was as if it was already changing from a downtrend to an uptrend. We had broken this channel right here, and we had one support around here, and also from, I think, the 4 hours time frame or the 1 hour time frame, we had the price at support around here. So with all that, I was looking for reasons to go long on gold. So that was the reason why I was looking for a long opportunity. And when I got a reason to take a trade from somewhere around this point right here, I hopped on the long trade, and it was going well until the United States retail sales event came. The reason why I left my trade to run through that event was because normally that event hardly makes any significant impact on the market. So that was the reason why I left it to run through. But sadly today it made an impact and just stopped me at exactly where I put my stop loss. That was where I was kicked out of the market, and it made this move back up. I probably would have closed somewhere around there when it recovered, but I guess that one was not just for me. Then the second trade I took was pound USD, and the reason for taking pound USD was similar to the reason for taking gold. First of all, we had this channel support right here, and then we had the price for some reason rejecting that support around here. So on the small time frame, I expected that there would be some sort of pullback away from that support, and that was the reason why I was interested in going long. And also you can see that after this push up, we have one bounce of the support, we had another bounce here, we had another bounce here. So I felt that was enough reason for me to go long. So I took a long trade around this point. I had my stop loss below this low, but ultimately it failed and I lost the trade. So that's how I lost these 2 trades. But one particular trade that pained me the most that I didn't take was NASDAQ. So this NAS 100 was very painful that I didn't take it, and you know why? On Thursday morning, when the price was still trading around this zone here, I predicted a very aggressive drop to the downside. Yesterday I was able to take something little from it. So today, when the market was somewhere around here, I was expecting that there would be some sort of pullback to this psychological level. Then from there I'll be looking for short opportunities, but the price did not come to that area, and you can see that from this area right here, it just crashed all the way, and I missed out on all this juicy move that I expected to happen, and it was, I'm telling you, it's very painful. So that's all for now. I'll just show my profit and loss for today. So right here, this is my profit and loss for today. I lost $88, and by the time you add the commission that I also lost, everything equals to $89.59, which I lost today. In conclusion, I feel this week was a good week because the trades I took, everything was according to my trading plan. Although there were some trades that I closed prematurely, and there were some that I just missed my TP. I closed it before my TP, and it happens in the market sometimes like that. And there were some that I lost. There were still some that I missed altogether. But overall, I think this week was quite a good week because as at this time last week, I was about 6% down, 5.8 or thereabouts. That's how down I was. But this week, I'm just about 3% down. So I'll just show you the trades that I said I missed. So one of the trades I missed was pound card, and this was on Tuesday. So you can see that this one just aligned with everything I would have been looking for to pick a trade. First of all, I had this, it was on a downtrend. We have one high, lower low, lower high. Then we had a lower low here, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then we had the crash downwards. So everything was in perfect alignment on pound card for a sell trade, and I was tracking it, but I just got distracted because I was also looking at pound. I think I was in pound AUD or one of those other pound pairs that was misbehaving. So I was being very careful about taking any trade anyhow. So I missed this one. At least the moment the team made this move back, I can see that I had psychological level along with this trend line. Two very good confluences for a move downwards, and then my entry would have been somewhere around here, and my stop loss would have been, let's say, somewhere here, let's say 30 pips. I would have been aiming for 30 pips, and then my TP would have been 2-1. And I see that this one even gave up to a 4-1 move on this trade. I mean, this was a trade that would have given me a lot of money. Then 2 days later, on Thursday, this was another move that I was expecting to happen, but I was kind of waiting for the price to come into this area here. So assuming the price came into this area, that would have been a better price for me to sell from, but it didn't come before it just moved downward. Then this next instrument that I missed that pained me was NAS 100. You know, on this NAS 100, I had already analyzed it, and I expected a very aggressive move to the downside, and I took my first trade around here on Thursday, but it was just playing about with me, and I closed it. But assuming I left that trade, to have hit my TP. This was one of the trades I closed prematurely. But yesterday, Friday, I was aiming to enter another sell trade on NAS 100. So I was waiting for it to pull into this psychological level right here before I took a sell trade, but it failed to pull into that psychological level. However, this particular candle was the retail sale event that happened yesterday on USD. So immediately after this candle closed, I think that's where I should have taken the sell trade from. But sometimes we are just too careful in the market. My entry would have been somewhere here. I could have just decided to put my stop loss somewhere at this high, and I would have still taken 2-1. Ultimately, this price would have done 4-1, but I would have taken my 2-1 out of the market with ease, no stress. But I missed out on it, and it's really painful. So that was how I missed out on pound card and NAS 100. These particular two were painful to me, but it's okay. We cannot always take all the trades that we wish to trade to take. The only sad thing is that we tend to not miss the losing ones, and we tend to miss the winning ones. So I'll just show my profit and loss for the week. So this is my profit and loss for the week. I closed the week with $305 profit. I won a good amount of trades. And mind you, this could have been up to $400, and this could have been over $400. But like I said, there are sometimes that I closed the trade prematurely. There were sometimes that I saw something that looked like a very strong bullish run, and I moved my TP a little bit lower so that at least I could have made more, but it ended up not making all that move, so I had to cut it with not up to my complete profit. So that's the reason why you can see 309. I think the commission this week was quite fair, probably because I was trading more of gold, pound USD, more of pound pairs that you have to use smaller lots. So because of that, the commission was quite low, just a little less than $10. Then my balance at the end of the week was $295. So that's what I made at the end of the week. So I'll just load up my funded next dashboard. So here we go. This is my funded next dashboard. You can already see that I have 8 trading days. My payout eligible date is on the 27th of this month, and I'm in drawdown of minus 2.88%, which means that all I need to recover to be back at the opening balance of this account is, let's just say $300. It's not to $300, but you can say $300. So if this coming week that we are going into is going to be as good as this week that's just closed, of which I believe it's going to be as good as this week that's just closed, I'll recover this loss. So that's going to be all on this video for now. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. Please just subscribe to the channel and support the channel to grow. I'm targeting 100 subscribers by the end of this year, and I know with you guys I can achieve that. So until we meet in the next video, have yourself a lovely weekend. Goodbye.